Files in the movie.
So this guy Files, who's in jail, and is confessing to be the one who actually hit JFK. He was, if I'm understanding correctly, he was a mafia hitman who was hired to be there and be involved.
A backup to Nicoletti, according to him.
And he was the guy who made the shot. Now we have to piece this together. If the mafia was hired to do this hit, but we also know the government was setting him up, as we talked a little earlier, how the Secret Service was pulled away from JFK's car just before he was shot.
To definitely give the
it makes us think who really designed this hit.
So right, who is the mastermind of this event, if you're trying to get to that question, correct? Well, it's a great question. According to Jim Files, and according to a lot of evidence, and I'll go through this as clearly, as simply as I can, there was a CIA operative by the name of David Atlee Phillips. David Atlee Phillips is known by the House Assassinations Committee to be one of the most important people of interest, and not to overuse that term. They were so interested in David Atlee Phillips being part of the assassination plot, they wanted to re-interview him again under oath, midway through the hearings. And then the government pretty much put the block on that. They didn't want him to be re-interviewed. The reason they wanted to re-interview him was because they felt, on their side to start with, they felt that Atlee Phillips was lying. Because here's what they found out. Atlee Phillips was seen, according to a guy named Antonio Vestiana, who was a definite member of the Cuban exiles who were trying to take out Castro, a guy the Americans were dealing with quite a bit. Antonio Vestiana felt for sure that he had seen Lee Harvey Oswald with someone named Bishop. Bishop seemed to match in every detail this guy, David Atlee Phillips. James Files dealt with a guy named David Atlee Phillips. David Atlee Phillips appears, without giving away too much information here that I'm not at liberty to give away, for all intents and purposes, to be the same man. The House Assassinations Committee determined that there was probably a great likelihood that David Atlee Phillips, a very well-known CIA operative and a guy who was leading many CIA actions in Latin America and other places, was probably the guy, Bishop, that had dealt with Lee Harvey Oswald. So what you end up with is this kind of maelstrom of combination things where David Atlee Phillips appears to be the guy who would have been giving wink, wink, you go here, wink, wink, you go there, and according to James Files, he was James Files' main contact.